Hello, everybody, and welcome to another chapter in the long legacy of the Big Ten Conference. It's a championship game in the new expanded Big Ten, and there are high stakes here. Not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for one at the national championship with an automatic bid. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 7th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. They'll return it from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So Georgia's offense comes on the field first today. And here he comes, the quarterback. All eyes on him. He's the guy that just makes everything go.
Well, this guy's Mr. Do-It-All. It's almost odd to say this about a quarterback, but he truly does. He's the echo of the coach and the connector of this offense. When everyone is hooked up to him, this team operates at maximum capacity. And that usually means their opposition is in trouble.
That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defense... all the linemen freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backup.
On the opening drive, it's now 3rd and 4. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Back to pass. It's Hurtado. Receiver makes the catch.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Catch is made down the middle. An explosive play. They finally got him, but at the 40.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. 7th play of the drive coming up. An inside give now from the shotgun. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Here comes the 8th play of the opening drive, but now it's 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. The ball is loose. Runner falls on the football to... That could have been disaster. Hold up a second. The coach has called timeout. He may use a challenge here to have the officials take another look at that one. So it turns out that was a smart move by the head coach using the challenge. The officials overturned the previous ruling on that play. Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff, looking to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Strong opening drive. This is play number 11, 3rd and short. Can they pick up the first on the ground? It'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Dogs will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Grab down the middle. It's Rhodes. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. We've got a conference championship on the line here. What a start for the offense.
Man, I just want to give a lot of credit to the quarterback and the offensive line. They really set the tone here on this drive, allowing this offense to be able to make the plays that they needed to give them this lead here early.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So the Michigan Wolverines offense comes out for their first possession today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Play action here on first down. And look, he's going to take a shot right away. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Not able to connect, incomplete. Now it's second down here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seam.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
This guy can... See him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Automatic in the PAT. Now they get set to kick it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here? Or the defense come up with a stop? Just runs through a man. A mismatch. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball to 3-1. A solid run. Good for first down yardage. Heading left after the handoff. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
To throw, it's Hurtado. He's moving out of the pocket. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Look out, he's got some space. He steps out at the 6. What a crucial takeaway.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that intercept.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Michigan.
That is great job here by this offense, taking advantage of a big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
Now the all-important extra point. The extra point makes the lead 14-7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. They're going to run it. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
The clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. Finds his man. It's Rhodes. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Third down play for this offense. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
That completion sets up a second down play. Here's the handoff. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
That's good for a first down near the 40. So, Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. Let's check out the stats now for the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. To throw, it's Hurtado. Looking to scramble now. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. He'll hand it off. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
With great patience and acceleration to be able to pick up this first down by this back from Georgia. You think of Georgia backs, you think about Herschel Walker right away, right? Sonny Michel, Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, Noshawn Marino. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Georgia backs.
Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. The completion makes it second down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Shotgun formation here on third down. Snags the quick throw. And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32. They bring him down, and the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. Looking for a gap. It's O'Grady. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now. And the Bulldogs hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. First down. Looking to throw the football. On the run here. Lets it go. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. He's swarmed by the defense. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Looks like Georgia will have the first down.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Offense will set up on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff again. Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9. Now the offense gets the play for the 15th play on this drive. It's been a long march. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs. Methodical but effective. They're probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
Wolverines offense is back on the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Gets into space at the 50. Tackle made after a big gain. No huddle here for the offense.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against a pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Sacked on heavy pressure there.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
He's running out of time here. And the protection breaks down yet again, another sack. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. Bounce right at the 3-yard line and into the end zone for a touchback. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Gets some space around the 30. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Gain moves him to the 35, first down again. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. Offense showing a bunch formation now. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. We go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33. Receivers are bunched together. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He bought some time, now lets it go. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now. Dogs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Caught behind the line. It's O'Grady. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
The Dogs are in the red zone now. Looking to throw. It's Hurtado. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. And the field goal is good. And with that, they regain the lead. So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25-yard line. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's say they just decide to take care of the football. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Looks to the left, and it's complete. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. And completion makes it second and short. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he finds his tight end for the catch. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Looking to throw it on first down. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. And he spikes it to stop the clock. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
There's no one to throw to there on third down, and now it's a fourth down coming up. So with just seconds left before halftime, out comes the field goal unit. They'll try to tie things up at the break. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So with only a few seconds left before halftime, out comes the field goal unit trying to tie this game up before the break. This one is right through. And that will tie the score as halftime approaches.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. The coverage team brings him down on the final play of this first half. The Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Bulldogs will kick it off to begin the second half. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice game, getting closer to midfield. And the Wolverines looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Press coverage now from the secondary. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Receiver makes the grab. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Just a good
job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And he fields it at the 15. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Last possession produced a field goal. No doubt they're thinking touchdown this time. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
He's moving out of the pocket. Going to try to use his legs here. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. Big guys up front line up. It's first down. The back's got it. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The game makes it second and medium. And the same runner's got it again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. The tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down. This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. It's a shotgun run call. Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff heading left. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Getting set. Here's second down. Dropping back. It's Hurtado. Lofting it toward the left sideline. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
But, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
He's going to pull it down and run. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. Dogs will come to the line on fourth down looking to convert. A running play called on fourth down. He's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. They've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they pick up the first down of the 23, getting closer to the red zone. And the Bulldogs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And they'll go right back to him on first down. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line.
Touchdown, Georgia. That puts them on top in the second half. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't... championship to put together a drive like that, moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? A pop pass on the jet sweep. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. QB decides to keep it here. Look at him run through those tacklers. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Wolverines. What a show of strength and will.
There just aren't a lot of quarterbacks that can... QB run and take it downfield that far for a touchdown. What an added element for this offense, and it makes it so challenging for the defense to stop.
The BAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. And the Salk were able to bring him down quickly.
The defense coordinator this week always telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Moves the ball to the 25, good enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. Tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the second and third option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that first down.
Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They'll hand it off. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. Offense sets the formation. It's third down. And they'll try the quarterback sneak. We get to the end of 3. It's been a tremendous competitive battle as we check out some of the stats so far. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. On the run, it's O'Grady. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. First down here for this offense. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to pass. It's Hurtado. He'll throw it now. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. And the long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. Second down. We're going to throw it. That's reeled in. It's Rhodes. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Georgia now operating in the red zone. Can he make it to the marker? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Hey, if I'm the coach right now at this point in the game with a chance to kick a field goal within my field goal kicker's range, I take the points and take the lead and rely on my defense to win the game. But hey, it's up to you. If you want to be aggressive, go for it.
Flips it with the running back, but he's got work to do. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Well, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Let's see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. QB sneak. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
And he knocks through the PAT. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Michigan offense back out on the field. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. He stopped him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Well, the defense sits back in his zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath.
And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Going the other way, can they stop him? And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying. Back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Handoff as they try to work the clock here.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get these football back thanks to their own defense creating that turnover. Working with the lead like this, really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Good enough for first down yardage.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now a timeout taken by the defense trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Important second down play coming up. And they'll use the ground game here. Crucial 8-yard gain sets up a makeable 3rd and 2. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. It's always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter. We're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.